This afternoon we're at Millbrae for the Scottish Hydroelectric Premier 1 clash between Ayr and Hawick. Hawick are second bottom of the table, took an awful thumping last week from Heriots, and they'll be desperate for the points this afternoon. The points would suit Ayr too. They're top of the table, but they lost down at Millbrae last week, and that closed the gap at the top of the league. So a big game for both sides here this afternoon.
And in the first minute, a hoist there from John Coates to test the air defence, well taken by Damien Kelly inside to AJ McFarlane. He is taken out, but the ball coming back in the other side. Glenn Tippett at scrum half, driving on there, and a super drive. Look at the legs pumping there. And ball whipped back to Fraser Climo. Climo cross field, where he knew exactly where Flo Maran would be, but Maran adjudged offside. But Ayr had the field position to keep the pressure on Hawick. Climo to Maran coming in off his wing. Good tackle there by Ali Weir, but the ball alive and kept alive for Ayr. Out to Ryan Holland. Holland bouncing off a couple of tackles, laying it back. Tippett again, the man to keep the drive going. AJ McFarlane snapping at their heels, out to Richard McCallum. McCallum inside ball to Andy Dunlop. Only a couple of metres from the line, and Pat MacArthur takes it, but no, a wee knock on there, just a yard short of the line. Damien Kelly taking it at the front of the line out there, and Andy Dunlop round the fringes. Ayr piling on the pressure in the first quarter of an hour. AJ McFarlane, Fraser Climo missed pass, Julio Montero to nobody, because that was a deliberate knock on by Hawick right in front of the post. Penalty Ayr. Thanks very much to Fraser Climo's 3-0 after 17 minutes. 5 minutes later, and great take at the line out by Jeff Wilson. The ball out to Richard McCallum. Oh, super break there, and finds Damien Kelly. What was Kelly doing there? He should be in the line out. Scattering tacklers like chaff and over the line. And what a great feeling for the big fella who became a dad for the first time this week. No problem for Fraser Climo. 10-0 after 22 minutes. And Hawick really under the caution the first half. Ayr dominating territory, dominating possession. Recharge there by Gordon Reid, taken on by Jeff Wilson. Tippett again. Again that terrific leg drive, and Ayr building up the phases patiently, no panic. Then out to Climo. Oh, what a beautiful wee dart through the middle there. Long pass out to Maran on the wing, but he had to hold back and got himself dunted into touch with the line at his mercy. Ayr kept up the pressure though, and Hawick taking that line out ball, but going nowhere until the ball was stripped from them by that man again, Damien Kelly. What a powerful big fella that boy is. Out to Glenn Tippett. Tippett held short of the line by Bruce McNeil. Andy Dunlop hauling them on there. Where was it going? It was going forward, said referee David Walker. So held short again here, but still they kept the pressure up. Another thundering run by Kelly in midfield. Climo, the link man, out to Richard McCallum, and there was no stopping the big centre. A couple of despairing tackles. John Coates getting a hand on him, but couldn't stop the try. Climo from wide out. This was going to be some kick. He got it. And we went into half time. 17 points to 0 ahead. Into the second half. What a steal there at the line out by Andy Dunlop. AJ McFarlane. And Damien Kelly again thundering through the Hawick defence. Andy Wilson tidying up. Inside ball to Paul Butt. Paul Butt to Julio Montero. Montero has to be over. And, well, held up, said David Walker, and he was right on the spot. No protest from here. Probably a good decision. Everybody's smiling. Scrum just short of the Hawick line. Andy Dunlop from number 8 picks up out to Ryan Holland. Holland knocked over there by Ryan Hogg, but Hawick really under the cosh, having to defend for most of the afternoon. And well, Ayr thought that was another one, but no try again, said David Walker. And a wee flurry from Hawick. John Coots up to the halfway line, but then all of a sudden, what is this, a foot rush? Well, when was the last time you saw that? Pat MacArthur off there after that one, and scrambling, desperate defence by Hawick seals it off, but well, Ayr on the rampage yet again. And did they steal it? Yes, and I don't have to tell you who stole it. It was that man Kelly. Setting it up again. AJ McFarlane. McFarlane to Climo. Climo tackled by Ali Weir, but holding the ball up for Gordon Sykes. McFarlane out to Richard McCallum. McCallum wee dip inside there. Takes the ball to ground. McFarlane, the link man yet again. Damien Kelly taking out one man and to Climo, and Climo dances through the defence, over the line, sealed off by Paul Burke. David Walker checks with touchdown David Anderson. It's a try, and for that descent, Colin Murray of Hawick got himself a red card. Down to 14 men. Hawick could only hope that they could keep the score down. They did have a couple of wee dips into the air half. Keith Miller there, setting it up for Sean Linton, and the pack piling in. Bruce Campbell out to Ali Weir, and Keith Headley looking somewhere there had to be a gap. Yes, and he found it, my goodness, and it was only a great tackle there by Ryan Holland that probably stopped him going all the way. And suddenly Hawick, well, there might have been something in this for them. Out to Bruce McNeil, he's heading for the line, but taken out by Climo and by Pat MacArthur. Well, all credit to Hawick for giving it a really good shot right up to the end, but Ayr, well, there was no stopping them once they got their hands on the ball. Climo again, the man who starts it. Out to Richard McCallum. McCallum to Monteiro. Monteiro to Dougie Steele. Dougie Steele to Ryan Holland. Oh, this is great stuff. Inside to Maram. And oh dear, Paul Burke will have nightmares about that one. But was that bonus point try going to elude Ayr after all? Again, Andy Dunlop picking up from number 8. AJ McFarlane pops up to Jeff Wilson. Wilson thumping into the Hawick defence. Ball back for Ayr, and this time it's Pat MacArthur playing scrum half. Out to Gordon Reid, a big fella, making the hard yards. McFarlane, Kelly again taking on 3 or 4 men before he can be pulled down. And out to Climo. Climo, we look up, and there was something imperious about the way he just glided through there. And that bonus point, well, it sure brought a smile to President Billy McHarg's face. And the conversion brought Climo's personal tally to 19 points for the afternoon. And right up to the final whistle, Ayr kept the pressure on. And it was that man Kelly, yet again, rumbling through the Hawick defence, held down short. Paul Butt was there, he was held short, held up over the line, and that was the final play of the game.
I mean, after losing to Millbrae last week, it's important that we get back in the winning way today, and we knew we had to do that. So to get a bonus point, all you can get, most you can get in the game is a bonus point, you know, and our points difference is good. Again today we didn't concede a point at home, which was again fantastic. So it's just about improving performance week by week. You know, we've had to change the team again this week. You know, different players coming in and out, and that sometimes can upset the momentum. So take my hat off to the boys, and they did stick in well and eventually got their just deserved for me at the end.
So with that scoreline, Hawick go to the bottom of Premier Division 1. Could it be for the first time since 1973 they'll drop out of the top league? But for Ayr, well, it's a 9-game run-in, and they're 7 points ahead in Premier 1 at the moment. It's exciting times for Damien Kelly and his troops. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Millbrae.